developments in a story we brought you last week on the Love Triangle murder trial. Suspect Kaitlin Armstrong apprehended in Costa Rica on the beach after being on the run for 43 days. She was wanted for the murder of Anna Maria Wilson, a woman who was a top cycling professional. Armstrong apprehended and looked drastically different from the other images we've seen of her. Inside Edition is reporting that Armstrong might have undergone some plastic surgery while she was hiding out in Costa Rica. Court TV is working to confirm those details today. There are also reports that she had her sister's passport in her possession as well. And we're learning details on Armstrong's bond conditions, too. The judge has set it at $3.5 million. She's got to surrender her passport prior to release, wear a GPS monitor, and is subject to a curfew from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. She's back in the United States, of course, ready to face prosecution in Texas. Let me bring in my guest on the program. He has formerly served as a prosecutor. He does criminal defense work privately now and also does some entertainment law work. Daryl Cohen is on the show today. Daryl, I know you've been following this one with us as we've been watching the progression of the announcement that they thought Kaitlin Armstrong was the suspect, and then the marshals were on her. We know how good they are. Eventually, they caught this woman. Tell me, do you see this case progressing to the point of a trial where we may see her possibly fighting this whole love triangle mess?
Well, I think, Julie, it's going to depend on how the facts come out. Is it possible, based on the facts, and I don't know all of the facts yet, I don't think any of us do.
Right.
Is it possible there will be some sort of a plea that will satisfy the government, the state, and satisfy her? I don't know. But it's interesting when we talk about Armstrong and cycling and Lance Armstrong, who has nothing to do with this, but how interesting it is that names seem to just come back and stay with us. I think it's going to be very interesting. The fact that she fled, the fact that she may have had plastic surgery is going to be major if in fact she did. Now, when I look at the two headshots or the mugshot and the headshot, that doesn't necessarily mean she had plastic surgery. She may not have makeup on now. She is certainly not happy now. She's been apprehended.
Right. And we've got to look at everyone involved in this love triangle. The victim, of course, Anna Maria Wilson. Yeah, look at that. So Colin Strickland is the one. Apparently this was over, according to, officials, that he was involved with both of them, apparently. And Kaitlin Armstrong apparently jealous, according to the version of events that prosecutors, police have put forth as the motivation for the killing of Anna Maria Wilson. Really, really heartbreaking situation here. And 43 days in total she was on the run from law enforcement, captured in Costa Rica. Daryl, I can't say it enough. I've said it before on the show, and I'll say it again. The U.S. Marshals are so good. They are really the best at what they do, aren't they? The fact that, you knew they were involved, and it was like a matter of time. They're going to get her. They're going to find her. They're going to find her, and then they found her. And then where did they find her? In Costa Rica? Oh, my gosh, at the beach? How brilliant was she not? How brilliant was she not being able, if she's going to hide somewhere where it's not easily accessible, perhaps fly into Costa Rica and drive down somewhere else, go to Nicaragua. But no, she was found on the beach in Costa Rica. So, right.
Gosh, the U.S. Marshals are just terrific. You are so right. They do such a wonderful job, and they do what's necessary, and they do it in a very professional way.
Absolutely. We had some photos that they, of course, pulled from the airport, the surveillance, and showing the lengths, she went to evade authorities. And we were just looking at those. You can see her in the photographs. Of course, her hair is a different color there, and wearing a mask, so hard to see, what's going on it appears that the plastic surgery everyone's speculating over appears to be done on her nose, but obviously can't see it there with the mask, and that footage is just a little too grainy. But of course, she's facing that federal charge of unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, isn't she, Daryl? In some jurisdictions, there's that flight as consciousness of guilt instruction, which is like the best thing ever when you're a prosecutor, right? And you can point to that.
He left, so therefore you're guilty. So therefore you're saying, I can't stick around because I don't want to be prosecuted. I need to get out of Dodge. And get out of Dodge she did. But think about this, Julie. She didn't cut her hair. Really? She didn't really change the color of her hair. There was nothing she did that made her undistinguished. She was distinguished as herself, even if she had minor plastic surgery. And having her sister's passport, really, that's certainly going to be major for her to help.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think of that. Everybody's so focused on her facial features and like looking at her nose area kind of makes her mouth look a little different. Of course, she's serious in one photo, the mugshot, she's serious, and then smiling in the other photograph, I'm assuming a driver's license photo. So it's hard to see the difference, but you're right. I mean, the hair, it's still the same style that looks like natural waves, just dyed a little darker brown. Yeah, I mean, maybe it looks like she's got either some false eyelashes on in the first photo, but without them in the second. Yeah, not remarkably different. You're right, Daryl. So maybe not. We're working to confirm it. We shall see. But she's in big trouble, that's for sure, in Austin, Texas, facing these charges.